In this video we are going to talk about Fingal Cave. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Fingal Cave is one of Scotland's most well-known caverns, as well as one of the world's best examples of volcanic basalt columns. Fingal Cave, located on the isolated island of Staffa in the inner Hebrides of Argyll, seems like something out of a fantasy. This aesthetically stunning geometric sea cave, which towers 227 feet, 69 meters, above the water, seems like a contemporary masterpiece on show at the Museum of Modern Art. Its inner walls are made entirely of hexagonal basalt columns that have been fashioned into tidy six-sided pillars. Many people who see the columns in person believe they are man-made. They are, on the contrary, a perfect gift from nature. The echo created by the crashing ocean waves sings in hypnotic musical keys thanks to the naturally formed arched roof. These spine-chilling harmonies are frequently compared to the reverberating echoes of a church. To fully appreciate the uniqueness of this event, it must be seen, and heard, in person. Take a cruise boat to Staffa and the spectacular Fingal Cave, where you can enjoy puffin spotting in the summer and listen to the cave's amazing acoustics, which inspired Mendelssohn to compose his Hebrides Overture, in the footsteps of Queen Victoria and Sir Walter Scott, among others. The same ancient lava flow that produced the Giant's Causeway in Ireland, which lies right across the water, built Fingal Cave 60 million years ago. Because they are composed of the same basalt columns, legend has it that these were the end parts of a massive road built by the Irish giant Fionn mac Cumhaill so that he might reach Scotland and combat with Fingal, his colossal opponent. Pieces inspired by flowers, rivers, trees, birds, seasons, and gorgeous landscapes surely suit the bill when it comes to nature-inspired classical music. Everything from Vivaldi's Four Seasons to Beethoven's Symphony No. 6 Pastoral comes to mind. But how about a cave-themed piece? Yes, there is a classical composition about a cave, and it is a fascinating, dramatic, and beautifully melodic composition. It's everything you'd expect from a story about a beautiful but lonely cave in the middle of the ocean. It's Mendelssohn's Hebrides Overture. Here are 9 interesting facts about the Hebrides that you should know. 9. It's had a few different names. The composition was originally titled Die Einsame Insel or The Lonely Island when Mendelssohn finished it in 1830. He rewrote the score 2 years later and renamed the piece Die Hebrides, the Hebrides. In 1833, it was released with the title, Hebrides, on various orchestral parts in Fingal Cave on the score. 8. It was motivated by a visit to a real cave. In 1829, Mendelssohn traveled to England and then to Scotland after exploring the country. He and his friend Carl Klingman visited the Hebrides Islands off the west coast of Scotland, as well as Fingal Cave on the island of Staffa. The rumbling of the waves inside the sea cave is noted for its natural acoustics, which can be heard for miles. In his overture, Mendelssohn attempted to capture the phenomenon. The cave is also notable for its hexagonal basalt columns, which are comparable to those found at Northern Ireland's Giant's Causeway. 7. It isn't an overture in the usual sense. Many overtures serve as the beginning of an opera or ballet, but the Hebrides is a novel sort of overture known as a concert overture, which is meant to stand alone. It also does not present a story, unlike some other compositions, but rather describes an atmosphere and sets a setting. It's also an early example of a musical tone poem because of this. 6. On his way to Fingal Cave, Mendelssohn became seasick. The composer and a friend traveled to Staffa in a skiff to see the cave and sat at the mouth of the magnificent creation. Despite the fact that Mendelssohn was seasick the entire voyage, he enjoyed it. Klingman, a friend, stated that as an artist, he got along better with the sea than as a human being with a stomach. 5. The overture was not easy to compose. During his tour of Scotland, Mendelssohn is said to have come up with the overture's opening phrase. In order to help you understand how wonderfully the Hebrides affected me, I write you the following, which came into my thoughts there, he wrote in a postcard to his sister Fanny. Despite this stroke of brilliance, he finished at least 2 versions of the work and wrote to his sister in 1832 that he was still fighting with it because it lacked enough oil and seagulls and dead fish. 4. It was dedicated to Frederick William IV of Prussia, King of Prussia. At the time, he was the Crown Prince of Prussia and Mendelssohn's patron. 3. There is still a copy of the final autograph manuscript. The Bodleian Library in Oxford houses it. Its 34 pages are full of deletions and alterations written in Mendelssohn's signature exquisite writing. 2. It is divided into two main themes. The violas, cellos, and bassoons play the opening notes, which state the subject Mendelssohn developed while touring the cave. It begins with a haunting sense of solitude until the violins take over and the lower voices begin a sequence of 16th notes that reflect the sea's ebb and flow. The second theme is a soaring tune intended to reflect the scene's emotion. Sir Donald Francis Tovey, a musicologist, has termed it the greatest melody Mendelssohn ever wrote. There are also distinct crescendos and crashes that symbolize the area's frequently stormy tides. 1. The first draft was completed on a significant cave-related date. Ian Thornburr, a Scottish writer, noted that the first manuscript of the Hebrides was finished on the single day of the year when the cave is lit by the sun. The cave is fully lighted only when the sun is 5.6 degrees above the horizon, which occurs around December 16. On December 16, 1830, Mendelssohn finished the draft. This was either done on purpose or it was a huge coincidence. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell before you go. Thanks for watching.